hitting targets from 200 to 600 yards. The Rimfires will be 200 to 400, if not further, if Kev decides that you're good enough to hit 500 yards. Okay, the centrefires will be punching from 200 to 600.
Any moment anybody sees anything they don't like, any stray walkers, horses, farm activity, whatever, which haven't listened or seen the signs, shout stop, 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 safety catch on, bolt back, and we're going to address that potential hazard. Okay?
So, hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Deercast. Today we are incredibly excited because we've actually been invited along to a proper sort of range day event, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're here at the very kind invitation of Bergara, who, despite some of the mildly rude things I've said about the BA13, decided that they were going to bring us along to show me how wrong I am. So here we are at an undisclosed location in the Cotswolds. We're going to be firing up, I think, a whole range of their rifles. They've got
four centrefires and two 222s.
222s. But
yeah.
We're going to have the chance to shoot out from 100 to 600 yards or meters, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, get a bit of a flavour for each of their rifles. I think mainly focusing on the B14 and its various variants.
And they don't have a 13 here for you, which you're very upset about, aren't you?
Yeah, they don't have a 13, but you know, you can't have everything in this world, can you? I've got one at home.
So we are going to get a chance to try their Premier series, which I've got to admit I didn't realise Bergara did. So they've got their 2.2 rifles, centrefire rifles, and then the Premier, which is sort of basically like custom-made rifles, but still made in the Bergara factory. And so our understanding is we're going to get to shoot all three, and then at the end of the day do a simulated stalk as well, and some lunch in between, hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Come along and see how we get on.
So what we've got in front of us, guys, we've got a B14, Bergara B14R, which is the full-blown training rifle, 18-inch steel barrel, blue. It's in HMR stock, as you can see at the back end. It's got an adjustable cone height, spacers, if you want the length of pull. You've got your QD slings and you've got your studs underneath as well.
So interestingly, you're saying it's got two studs, because obviously you've got one for your sling
and one for your bipod.
And you've got the QD as well.
And you've got your QD both sides.
You've got a lot of options.
And then it comes with a 10-shot magazine.
And this is a heavy rifle, isn't it? I mean,
that's quite. It's to simulate your full centrefire.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
But without the cost of having to pay for the ammo, whereas you've got which cost pence per round.
These magazines, how many are you fitting in there?
10.
10 shots. Brilliant.
10 shots magazine. And these, as you can see, you've got. These are the new magazines. Well, they're all the same. The old magazines didn't have the winder in, so you can see exactly how many rounds you've got left.
Right. Well. And the idea is then you obviously go out, you train with them. It's exactly the same. Triggers the same as your full centrefire.
Yeah, and it's a Remy 700 footprint.
Yep.
So any Remy 700 bits and pieces you want to put on, add-ons, triggers, anything, you can do. I've got one at home, which is the heavy barrel one, and I've put a Trigger Tech Diamond in it. And I've got a full customised one as well.
Yeah, so you've got a bit of a challenge here, haven't we?
So the challenge is you've got to at least 9 to equal with a left hand, being a left-hander, or the ultimate goal is 10.
10 out of 10. How? What range? 100 yards?
No, we're going for 200. We're not starting at a little range.
Yeah, right, okay.
We're going straight for 200. And if you feel brave then, and we've got time, you've got a few shots left, and we can get it on, we might even get out to 3.
Let's do it. Okay.
Let's take the magazine in.
And what are we doing? All on the deer, or?
Once you've got onto the deer, and if you're confident, and you know where you might be able to see where you're going. Then I will go for the little yellow disc.
On the right.
On the right. So go for the deer first. Elevation is on.
Yep.
Then just gently squeeze in your own time. Take your time.
Are you going for the head again?
Yeah.
Ready when you
I think you're going. Did you see where it went? Did you see any splash or anything in the dirt?
I think it looks like I hit the 20.
on the money.
I didn't hear the ding. That was a ding.
Oh, I can't hear a ding on.
And it's 20 inches. It's a full-blown PRS 22.
Bloody hell.
So get your sight picture with this one, and then we'll progress and get the bolt in. And
Oh my god,
A
yeah.
little bit toasty.
Yeah, I mean that is properly stable, isn't it?
yeah.
God, hell.
And then what the guys tend to do for the PRS, they'll put weights on the front and on the back to totally balance it out.
Really?
You can have your thumb up rests here as well. That's what the screws are. And this is a totally ambidextrous stock. All you do is pull the tab out there, put it in there, and then if you've got a left-handed action, it fits.
Oh yeah, that's clever, isn't it?
It saves making 2 stocks.
Brilliant. Very clever.
And this is the Element Pro with the E6, what's called the E6 butt plate. But the amount of options you can put on these is unbelievable. It's got a bubble level in the stock as well.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah, if that's all right. If I can get to it left.
So there's the bolt.
Just have another left-handed shear.
Because it's a smaller it's not got the footprint.
All right.
Yes.
This is ridiculous, this.
Yeah. Yeah. You missed then.
Did I?
Yeah. Yeah. Hit.
So hello everyone, we're here at the Bergara press event and I'm joined by Lewis, who's the Bergara event coordinator and has kindly sort of facilitated all of today for us. These guns are just cooling, but we thought we'd just steal a moment with Lewis to talk through exactly what they are, the sort of purpose of them, why Bergara has developed them, etc. So very much in your hands, Lewis.
Oh, okay, on the spot.
Take us from there.
So we'll start on the left-hand side. So we have the thumb hole carbon here. This one is obviously ideally for stalking rifle.
Yep.
Lightweight, thumb hole, adjustable length of pull and cheek as well. Fluted bolt, really nice weight, light stalking rifle.
So I had a chance to shoot this one earlier and the action was absolutely silky smooth. It was unbelievable. And I think you were saying
they're all the same. They're all exactly the same way. That's one of the highlights of the Bergara is we can literally, well, if you turn it upside down, it should just slide straight in.
Yeah.
So.
Careful who I'm pointing this at. Yeah, just unbelievable. And I mean the thumb hole for me, I think I preferred this in terms of just to fit in the field, just personal kind of preference to some of the others. But it's just so you really feel like you're in control of the rifle with that. It's lovely. Really beautiful piece of kit.
Yeah, I mean I've got one of these in 6.5 PRC and it's just a phenomenal rifle for it. So.
And I think I saw on the tech spec, was this 2.9 kilos bare weight, roughly about that sort of weight? Yeah.
Yeah, an adjustable trigger which goes down to about 2.5 pounds.
Yeah. And in terms of barrels, so this is a carbon wrap barrel.
So it's our Cure carbon barrel. It's not a wrap like your standard carbon wrap barrels. Okay. Ours are a 410 stainless steel barrel. It's then taken down a couple of millimetres and built back up with a stainless steel mesh, a heat sink paste and then 5 layers of carbon fibre. It increases the tensile strength. It also stops the overheating in certain points that you find with a normal wrap. It allows the heat dissipation right the way through the barrel from nose to tail.
Yeah. So. And for those people out there that are a bit weird and they're left-handed, like Harry, who's stood behind the camera, does this come in a left-hand or right-handed?
It's right-handed at the moment.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things we could do it in left-hand in the horizon.
So you might have to wait, Harry. Okay.
Or you could just shoot it right-hand.
So where do we go from here? What's next?
So next for this one, we'll do another carbon barrel, a Cure carbon barrel. However, we'll do the carbon stock as well. This is the Cure carbon, which is the Crest carbon.
Crest carbon.
Sorry, which is 100% carbon fibre stock.
Yep.
Cure carbon barrel, same action and bolt as the thumb hole.
Okay.
But you lose about £1.5 to £2.
That is quite a bit lighter, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. And what was sort of Bergara's inspiration for this rifle, or sort of intended purpose?
Lightweight stalking mountain rifle, basically, is what we're after there. It does have quite an aggressive palm swell on and a vertical pistol grip for sort of a driven, quick snapshots on driven stuff as well.
Wow. And the choice there, by the looks of things, of normal sling studs, but also
they all come with QDs as well, so you can mount it.
And a choice of two there, presumably one for bible, one for sling, or depending on where you want it to go. That's true, So. And in terms of the scope mounting, do all of these rifles all come with sort of rail on the top? Or
they don't know. The rails that come on them, we produce our own. We do a 0, 10, 20, 30 and a 40 MOA rail as well. Obviously, you don't really want to put a 40 on something like this. All these have 20 MOA rails on right now. And you're shooting 200 to 600 yards with them.
And I think it was either you or a colleague was saying in terms of magazine capacities on all of these rifles, we do
a 3, 5 and a 10. They generally come with a 5-round magazine.
Yeah, which is plenty, and at the same time doesn't kind of protrude massively far off the bottom. Right, it's not going to get in your way, is it?
No, I mean the 3-round mag is more or less flush to the stock itself. So
yeah,
it's one of those, whichever people prefer.
And again, all of these, I think I was reading, sub-MOA guarantee sort of accuracy out
you
the box.
guys have been shooting 600 yards today with them in a stalking rifle. So yeah, sub-MOA out the box.
If you can get us to hit targets at 600 metres or 600 yards, sorry, that's saying a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what they're designed for.
Yeah.
It's up to you as the shooter how far you want to go, and a bit of practice with the rifle and you'll be there. No problem.
And what are the other two that we've got?
So the other two that we've got are the Premier Series. I'll start you off with the Elite, which is our obvious precision rifle. It's the MDT ACC Elite with our Premier action in there. Comes with a TriggerTech Diamond, has our MTU 410 stainless steel bull barrel. I mean,
it's a target rifle, isn't it?
Oh yeah. You ain't going stalking with it.
You are not going to know.
Out of the box, around about 18 pounds, something like that.
Bloody hell.
So.
And the idea behind the Premier Series is they are pretty well custom rifles.
Oh yes, yeah. It's one gunsmith builds that rifle start to finish. It has to shoot more or less, we say sub-MOA, but they're all tested for less than half an inch. Yeah. If they have anything more than a 0 tolerance, that's it, they're scrapped and started again.
And in terms of kind of availability, because obviously with a sort of custom rifle, normally they'd be sort of quite hefty lead-in times, but for these...
Slightly different for us. We have a group of gunsmiths who are specifically making these, so we do produce them, but not massive amounts compared to the production line rifles.
Good luck to anyone that wants to lug that around for a day, but I bet on the range that is an absolute,
The precision guys absolutely love it. I mean, lads have been shooting here and they say, oh, we'll do the 400, and I'm immediately dialing to 600 and go and send it, and they're hitting it straight at 6. I mean, that's what it's designed for. So.
And what range of calibers does this come in?
So that comes in 6.5, 6.5 Creedmoor and 308.
Okay.
It is literally, well, it comes in 6 Creedmoor as well, but most people will go for 6.5 Creed.
Yeah. I'll give that back to you before my arms break.
No worries.
Yeah, she's
a bit of a heavy one.
Yeah.
And the last one is the Elevate. It's a mountain rifle.
Okay.
Naked, 5.5 pounds.
Yeah.
With this scope and the moderator on, it's about just shy of 7.
Yeah.
Again, TriggerTech special trigger in there. A Premier Series action with our Cure carbon barrel. Chalk and cheese, right? One's 20 pounds, one's 7.
I mean, that weighs nothing. That is absolutely nothing.
No, we're still going.
Are you happy for me to cycle?
Yeah, by all means, please do so.
Wow. And sort of range of calibers for these?
So that one's 6.5 Creed, 6.5 PRC and 308.
Yeah. Wow.
And again, people are firing that one, shooting at 600, and they're saying, oh, I'll start that at 400 because they think stalking rifle short range, and I'm straight away down and 600 and going, no, same plate. And they're doing it. And the look that people give you is, it's a stalking rifle, it's just hit 600 yards without even thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Lewis. That is an incredible insight into the Bergara offering, or some of the Bergara offering, we should say.
I'm right in thinking that you guys have not shot these ones yet?
Not those latter two, no.
Oh, well, there we go then.
So we'll have to see,
soon and get them shot.
Thank you very much.
No worries, no worries. Right, so you can see it.
Right, so what you're on here is the Crest Carbon.
6,
yeah. So you're on that one there. So that's all the information about the rifle itself, and then your dope is here. So you want to go thumb hole, Crest Carbon. So when we shoot at 400, there are 3 targets we're addressing from here. You can see the scuff in the ground. You've got like a sort of a triangular shaped scuff, looks like a bit of a piano shape.
Yeah.
In the bottom right hand corner of that is a 400-yard target. If you then go up to the fence line, trace out into the following field, just above there, there's a white target in the field.
Oh yeah, just off to the left of a bush, is that
just off to the right-hand side of this bush, This bush that's right in front of us.
Yeah.
And then follow that up at about 2 o'clock and you'll find a 600. It's a lot easier through here, I can assure you.
Okay.
Find your way around this first, get comfortable with the trigger, and then we'll shoot.
7. You'll just work the bolt and the trigger for me because this one's slightly heavier.
Yeah. What? Heavier in weight? Heavier trigger pull. Why is it heavy?
It's not heavy, but it's not as light as that. Right. So yeah,
What we really need is somebody to come and have a word.
a centre plate.
Oh, I got you.
There you go.
Dead centre. Yeah. Yeah, go about 3/4 up. That's it. Bingo. You could go to the top of the plate actually. Or you just cut the plate was actually moving from someone else's shot.
Was that over the top?
No, you were just to the left hand side. Wind's up again a little bit.
Which way?
It's going to blow your shot to the right.
You missed it, left edge.
And that's the rifle you're shooting.
Okay.
Again, find the trigger, get your scope set up how you wish it to be.
Gently squeeze that.
That action is absolutely buttery smooth. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, we haven't played with these, we pulled them out the boxes yesterday.
These are brand new.
Yeah, out the box. Yeah.
Smacked it dead centre.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
That's your hit.
There we go.
So, scope set for it, dialed already. You can work the bolt for me and the trigger a couple of times, just so you're used to how.
I'll go for the right hand one, I think.
The little one.
The little one, yeah.
Yeah,
Just skinned it on the left hand side. About 3 o'clockish.
I heard that one go. I could just hear the little dink afterwards. They might need to do something, move the gun then.
Always your deer at 200.
Let's give that a try first.
Alright.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. There's too much going on around here. It's on fire everywhere.
Okay, and then
Yes. That's it, last shot. There's no wind down there at all, eh? Oh, that's right. Okay.
And spotting.
Okay.
Yep. Just over the top.
You happy with the trigger? Yes.
Aim dead centre for me now, please.
Okay. 500, I'm spotting that for you.
There you go, 600 yards. And exact same again, please. Dead centre. Just over the top centre. Windage was perfect, just a touch high.
And it pushed your bullet out to the right. So,
So there we go, everyone. We've just finished the Bergara sort of press range day that we've been on. We've shot a massive variety of their rifles. We've shot some of their rimfire sort of tester rifles, trainers they call them. We've shot the Crest. We've shot the HMR.
Sierra.
The Sierra, that's right.
The Mountain Hunter something or other. So many names that my brain has turned to mush.
yeah, we sort of slightly lose track, but they're all basically a sort of a B14 or an equivalent. And Bergara have been really cranking out different models, you know, different sort of carbon fibre barrels, multitude of different mounting options, and you know, sort of MDT chassis, and all sorts of really incredible things. Hopefully you've seen in the video a good summary of what we've experienced today, but you know, it really just shows what you can do with good sort of range kit, with a bit of instruction. Both Tom and I managed to get pretty consistent hits out to 600 meters, which I haven't done before.
No.
You know, with a 6.5 Creedmoor, seemed to be absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I personally was quite chuffed I managed to get out there.
Yeah. It was a really, really good day, and I think, having seen the Bergara lineup, I'd say they've definitely got something for everyone. In that they've got the kind of, I don't want to call it basic, but you've got the Sierra, which is kind of like your, I don't know, just a normal stalking rifle, all the way through to like their Premier and like PRS style rifles, and then all the stuff in between. So you've got the HMR, which I didn't realise stood for Hunter Match Rifle, so it's kind of a little bit of a blend of both, like kind of sitting somewhere in the middle. Like, there really is something out there for anyone, I guess. Yeah,
and at quite a reasonable price point. I think that's the real key thing with Bergara. You do seem to get a lot of rifle for your money, and the value is really there for those guns, and you know, incredibly accurate and dependable. And they've had sort of 6 or 8 rifles there all day, and they've been had a lot of rounds through them, and they've continued to perform. So I've been really impressed. Do you think you might be going after a Bergara rifle in the cabinet soon, Tom? You see it on the cards?
Maybe. We shall see.
Okay.
We shall see.
Okay.
I think if I was, for me, it would probably be the Sierra, the sort of almost no frills kind of stalking rifle, but a really nice composite stock, but a kind of a good feel to it, like not hollow, not tinny, really nice smooth action, fluted bolt, fluted barrel, sort of everything that I personally would want out of a stalking rifle. So the day I don't want a wooden stock rifle, that will be the direction I'm heading, I think. And you?
Very nice. I'm quite tempted, yeah. I think the crest, the thumb hole, you know, some of the sort of carbon stocked rifles are quite tempting. So there might be, you know, they just work, don't they? They've got everything you could possibly want.
Just on cheap pieces, threaded, detachable mags.
You haven't got to think, I need to put a thread on it for this and that. I can't mount a bipod on it. I can't mount. You know, they're just set up and ready to go, and just no nonsense. And I really like that, and bloody good value for money. So, yeah.
And you got a free hat.
I got a free hat. Yeah, exactly. And a mug.
Yeah, and a mug.
Exactly. There you go. So thank you very much again, everyone, for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe.